Now I have the pleasure to introduce the man behind this cat, and he has changed advertising, I must say, for the better. He's Reinhard.
Thank you, Michael. I was looking for my cat, and you found it. Michael, that is impossible to follow that act. It reminds me of the first rule of creativity is be prepared to look foolish. And this is a good example of if you're willing to step out and do something. Now, having said that, I tried this in Central Park, and nobody joined me. It had the opposite effect. But thank you for giving me just a few minutes to add my congratulations to the graduating class. Many people, including me, are very envious, jealous of what you have learned, the knowledge and learning you've accumulated here at this unique and marvelous institution called the Berlin School of Creative Leadership. Both creativity and leadership are lifetime fascinations of mine. As for creativity itself, so many books have been written on the subject, so many speeches, so many seminars have been held. But to me, it often comes down to changing the two words, what is, to what if. What if? Using your powers of observation to discern and understand the status quo, what is. And then using the powers of your imagination, which Einstein reminded us is more important than knowledge. Dare to ask, what if? And so many examples of creativity and innovation come to mind. 1970, a US track coach named Bill Bowerman said, running shoes are too heavy. That's what is. And he said, what if we take melted rubber and pour it into my waffle iron? Voila, Nike shoes. Bill Bernbach in the late 50s said, why is it Americans are being urged by IBM and by Detroit to think big, think bigger? What if? What if we urged people to think small? And the Volkswagen Beetle became the largest selling American or import in America. What if? Yesterday, Duda showed us a remarkable example of that. What is, what was, visual pollution created on the streets of Sao Paulo by 15,000 outdoor advertisements, most of them unauthorized. And the city leader said, what if? What if we removed all that advertising and replaced it with dramatic examples of vibrant urban art? What if? Michael Conrad demonstrated both creativity and leadership when he and his fellow founders of this school observed that not enough creative people were heading creative firms, and said, what if we create a school that transforms talented creative people into inspirational creative leaders? And here you are, having been transformed. I can see it. And you are about to write the future of creative leadership on the walls behind me. As you shape that future in a world that can be hostile and uncaring, I hope you might add an emphasis on humanity to the principles you've learned about good creative leadership. Being kind does not mean being weak. Being humble does not mean being timid. Being compassionate does not mean being tolerant of unsatisfactory performance. For a creative leader, the combination of a good head and a good heart can be a formidable one. What if, in a world that extols tough management, we form creative organizations that are free from fear, inspiring people to take chances, think outrageous thoughts, uninhibited by intimidation and threat? What if, in a world that celebrates rock star leaders, we create organizations where the leaders are almost invisible to outsiders, but they set clear direction, take full responsibility, and then give full credit to the team when success occurs? What if, in a world obsessed with racing to perfect the finished product, we create organizations that also value the process, not only the process of creativity, but indeed the process of living, and make the work process not only more efficient, but also more enjoyable and more life-enriching as well? What if? What if? So we will watch with great interest and considerable pride as we watch each of you finish that sentence and answer that question. What if? Congratulations. You're welcome.